How deep will the AI stock sell-off be this time? Since the beginning of this year, the Nasdaq has already fallen 6%, largely due to fears of a slowdown in AI stocks. So are we going to see this meltdown continue, or is a rebound coming soon? And what should we be looking out for to determine both the outcomes? My name is Con Hao. While many chase today's hot topic and pay a premium for the assets, we study how different markets behave to uncover emerging trends, the potential hot markets of tomorrow. This analysis is based on technical studies and does not constitute financial advice. Please consult your licensed broker before investing. One of the ways to discern if AI stocks or Nasdaq is going to continue this meltdown, or what we're seeing here over the last few weeks is a retracement for more upside to come. The hack is to understand the top 10 companies in terms of their market cap in Nasdaq, because it represents at least 50% of its weighting. So has they broke below their key support and enter into a bear zone? Or what we saw over the past few weeks was just a retracement for more upside to come. And let's do a recap of what we have studied in November 2025. And we studied into Microsoft, one of the top 5 companies in Nasdaq. And then we saw in November that there was a potential double top. And what about its outcome right now? And it has fallen. And how about Apple? So then we saw that there was a divergence. It means that as the price climbed higher, but its strength, it is telling us that it's losing some momentum. And where is Apple today? It indeed has also lost quite a bit of momentum for Apple. And how about Nvidia? So that's what we discussed on this weekly chart. We saw that there was a bearish engulfing body for the first time in their history, so clear cut. And where is it today? We also saw that the Nvidia have kind of stagnated and failed to break above this all-time high. And how about Nasdaq? We saw that it broke below its uptrend line, and this is where it is today. It's still range bound within this range, as we could see here. And how about moving forward? So the key topic for today is, are we seeing that the market has turned bearish, or is this a retracement for more upside to come? And let's study individual outcome before we take on the Nasdaq. So as we could see here, what we saw for Microsoft, we saw that over the past many years, it was on a higher high or higher low, or rather, that we saw this double top. And what we should be looking out for is, of course, we can look at Nasdaq itself, but I would really encourage to study into the top 10 or at least the top 5 of the Nasdaq composition. So what we should be looking out for is that in any situation or any day or weeks, if it break below this higher low that we're seeing historically, it means that it has turned bearish. And how about Apple? So it is the same as well. With divergence, the market kind of give me a confirmation. And could this be a retracement for more sell down, or it is a retracement for more upside? Then we have to look at this crucial support here. In any time, if it break below the support, it also represents that Apple itself, it could be heading for a much longer term downtrend. And so is Nvidia. And we saw that there's a bearish engulfing body. And we could also see that around 170, around 165, if you're going to draw a support line here, is holding very well around the 170, 165 region. Now, once it break below this 170, 165 region, it also represents that Nvidia could be heading towards a downtrend. So we got to study individually, or a group of 5 or 10. If you have the time, please go ahead and do it, and to determine that where exactly the benchmark Nasdaq is heading. And let's look at the Nasdaq itself. So what I'm seeing here is that for Nasdaq, maybe what I should do is to zoom into the Nasdaq itself. or maybe I should use this itself, that we could see that since the beginning of this year, in fact, the market is down 6%. And I couldn't get a confirmation for the top 10 companies of the Nasdaq. In fact, I just did an illustration, an example of the top 3 companies. You could further explore into Alphabet. You could see a very, very similar reading compared to Microsoft, Apple, and Nvidia. And what I'm seeing here is that for Nasdaq, for the time being, it is at the range low. And I believe that the market is going to continue to be in range bound. But if the top 5 or top 10 continue to show that they are not able to break above its all-time high, there's a risk that it may break is all the support that we've discussed earlier. So for the time being, for Nasdaq, this is what I'm seeing, that it just reached the around the range low. It may continue to do its range bound. I will continue to do its range bound trade here. But in any case, if it break below the support, and especially we got to take a close look at the top 5 companies or top 10, if it break below all this low as well, this is what we have to, all this support here and this support here, this is the time that perhaps we should think about getting into a different mode in how we manage the AI stocks. If you're a fund manager, you have an investment mandate to be 90% invested most of the time. I know that you struggle with that. So what you could do is that it means that you investor pour money into fund. You have to always be invested. Say, for example, you're in the tech stock fund. The struggle is always there. And what you could do is that you can continue to hold on to the tech stocks, but you could deploy the Nasdaq in the event that it start to break below all this key support. You could deploy the Nasdaq by shorting the Nasdaq as a hedge until the dark clouds cover is over. Then you unwind the Nasdaq, and that became a hedge, and you continue to hold on to your tech stock. So however, if you're an individual, I think there's more flexibility. At this point, I will lighten up my stock exposure and continue to do this range bound trade. In any moment, it starts to break below this key support, and especially also together with all the top 5 companies that I could see that it start to break below all its support, and then I will keep my position open more on the short side. In every major rally, having a correction is a healthy sign. I believe AI technology is here to stay. Therefore, I do not think that we have seen the top yet, but I will keep my trading options open just in case there is a deeper correction ahead. Again, how to tell whether it is a retracement or is a correction? Keep on keeping track and study its index and its major component stocks. Feel free to leave any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you on what is about to come. Really happy that you stay through this tutorial. You have many great trading weeks ahead.